All right, so this will be our last video, and I want to close. So, if it just so happens that a Bay High grad or kid is watching this video, even though it's for alumni someday, somebody might, you have a message for those people about, you all served our country, and thank you very much. What would your message be? Not every kid's the same. You talked about it earlier, Steve. You weren't right and ready for college at the time. Al, you were in college. John, you guys all come from different places. Steve, what would you, if there was a kid in front of you right now that was thinking about maybe entering the military?
Well, first I want to say, Jim, I'd like to also give kudos to our Army veterans and our Air Force veterans.
Absolutely.
Second of all, I think from that point, I think you have to look at options when you're in high school to say, you can join the Coast Guard, you can join the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Air Force, the Army. I think that's always an option, and with the education you're getting from Bay High, you have those options.
Mm-hmm. And so, it was a good thing for you in your career because you've gone on to a successful career doing a bunch of other things.
Yes.
Greg, what are your thoughts? I mean, you talked about, coming out of high school and you're working and then boom, off you went.
Well, I mean, I bounced around a couple of jobs. I mean, it's selling cars and helping to build cars. But, I mean, if things, it's all circumstantial, and I worked, I went to auto mechanics, which was an option in high school, and what I would say is this: it depends upon why you want to do it. I mean, if it's some convenient escape, obviously not, because you'd always take you with you. I mean, that's the fact of it.
Yeah.
But it's like if you like for college, money and things like that, because they do have the new GI Bill.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of perks, and so
You grew up a lot, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it really makes a difference in.
Well, yeah. Well, especially it's like seeing how other people are, how people live, and getting out of the bubble.
Yeah. Exactly. Al, now you didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice, but by the same token, I would, I would encourage, if people are undecided, the services are wonderful. They give you a whole lot of skills that you wouldn't ordinarily, acquire if you're going that direction. And you know what? It could be a lifelong thing for you. The benefits of the service that the government provides are tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
And you alluded to the GI Bill. The last 2 years of my college were paid for by the GI Bill.
Oh, were they?
It's great. But there are so many other fringe benefits that the services provide.
That's great.
Yep.
John?
Yeah, I would encourage anybody to do it. And if you're, it's funny because I used to hear people say, well, geez, when I get out, I'm going to be 23. And I'd say, well, you're going to be 23 anyways. You may as well do something. And I did so many things. And it's funny because before I joined, guys would say, listen, you think you want to be a lawyer in the Marine Corps. Other opportunities are going to exist for you to go do other stuff. And that's the same with each of the branches. And once you're in, you're amazed at the opportunities that open up. A school opens up and someone knocks on your door at your office and says, hey, there's an opportunity to go to this school. Are you interested? Or we have a slot opening here. You want to do this? And it's just the adventure you can have.
Yeah.
And I looked at it as an adventure, and I thought it was. I had that much fun. And so if you have the least bit of adventure in you, do this. Join one of the branches. Have fun.
I bet. And I think back to you, Al. 65, you're looking at CRTs, which 99.9% of the rest of the world didn't even know what a CRT was.
True.
Seriously, at the time. Like I said earlier, most of us were just hoping to get a color TV at that time, let alone be looking at sonar on a... So one of the things that obviously the military always gets the most advanced technology,
Yes.
so
Right.
you get to do, and to be a lawyer is... So I got to ask, you don't have to answer this question if it... have you enjoyed more the military side of the law or the civilian?
I absolutely enjoyed the military side much more.
Did you?
And in fact, friends who stayed in, a woman, I was a criminal defense attorney as of 9/11. She was the head of international law at headquarters of the Marine Corps and was the first lawyer to go to see what was going on in Guantanamo Bay. She went in February of 2002.
Wow.
And called me when she got back. Guys I went through training with now are generals. And
Yeah.
one of my friends was General Mattis's lawyer. He was called the staff judge advocate when General Mattis commanded the 1st Marine Division.
Wow.
So, you know, you stay in touch with these people, you hear these stories, and it's fun to be kind of like dialed into some of the current events that are going on.
I bet.
And so
I bet.
That's why I would say, yeah, do it. I wish I had stayed in. I had a lot of fun.
Well, that's a good way to end.
One other thing, a perk, healthcare for life.
Right. How about VA loans?
Yep,
That's a great deal.
I never thought about that, Greg. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
use it,
Yeah.
Especially in today's day and age with the
Right.
cost
Right.
of healthcare.
Right.
right.
Absolutely.
I haven't shelled out a nickel for healthcare.
That's great. Well, listen, from all your fellow Bay High alumni and all your fellow citizens, and to all, like you said, Steve, all the others that served in the other branches and everything, thank you from all of us on this Veterans Day for all you did, for all you do, and we'll be forever grateful for all your service.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
guys.
much.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Thanks, Jim.